WLNS is here for you, celebrating 75 years of bringing you the news with 6 News at 6.
Michigan continues to be under an air quality advisory as Canadian wildfires bring smoke across the state. It's our top story at 6. Thanks for joining us. I'm Rachel Ramsey. You've probably noticed the sky looking quite hazy all day, and you might be noticing some breathing issues. I'm joined by meteorologist Kelsey Emery. We're going to talk about that wildfire smoke. Kelsey, how long have you been seeing smoke in the forecast, and how long do you think it's going to last?
Yeah, Rachel, it feels like we got rid of that heat and humidity just to be replaced with that wildfire smoke. The state of Michigan has seen these air quality alerts since last Wednesday and Thursday as wildfire smoke made its way back into the area. Let's get into the details now. Canada is experiencing its second worst wildfire season on record, according to government data, with almost 4,000 fires already recorded this calendar year. Canada has about 745 active fires with about 16.3 million acres burned, according to the Canadian Interagency Forest Fire Center, and all of that smoke has to go somewhere. Now, in our forecast right now, we have a massive area of high pressure that is sitting right on top of us. And here in the United States and in the Northern Hemisphere, high pressure systems rotate counterclockwise. So all of that air is coming from Canada, where all of those wildfires are. Plus, there isn't really any big weather systems moving this along. So that's why we've seen days upon days of all of this wildfire smoke in the air. And we will continue to see that in the forecast for tomorrow and maybe even into Tuesday. All the full details coming up in just a little bit. Rachel, back over to you.
Thank you, Kelsey. A group of protesters rallied outside of a church in Livingston County to bring awareness to what they're calling a ban of LGBTQ-themed books. Taryn Simmons spoke to protesters, and she's here for you now with their concerns. Taryn?
Yeah, Rachel, protesters held signs and waved flags on the street near the Floodgate Church in Howell during its weekly service. Members of Stand Against Extremism, also known as SAGE, claim the pastor of Floodgate, who was also the president of Crow-Main Library in Heartland, Bill Bolin, is attempting to remove almost 200 books they say have LGBTQ characters or themes. Some of the books consist of juvenile nonfiction titles like Who is RuPaul, Pride the Celebration, and The Struggle, and a kid's book about being transgender. These protesters claim limiting access to these books would infringe on their First Amendment rights. Daniel Fowle, one of the protesters, says the attempt to remove or ban the books is harmful to not only teens and children, but to family members within the LGBTQ community.
It can be anything from a children's book to a parenting book to help parents understand how to help their LGBTQ children. When you can't have the resources for, a minority group to be visible, then they aren't able to access that information, and that really makes them feel invisible, which we know with specific communities that can lead to, suicide and depression and all these horrible things.
Tonight on 6 News at 11 p.m., you'll hear from Pastor Bolin refute the claims made against him and the library, saying the library is not banning the books. Rachel, back to you.
Thank you, Taryn. As the warm weather continues, so does construction. Starting tomorrow, the eastbound I-96 exit ramp to M99 in Ingham County will be closed. Officials are beginning the next phase of their project in this area, and this ramp will be closed until September 26th. In the meantime, detours will be available for drivers, so if you take this exit, be aware that you will need to start giving yourself extra time to get to your destination. In Hillsdale County, the community came out for a 1-mile walk to raise awareness on drug addiction. Organizers say arrests for drug offenses in the area have risen, along with the homeless population. The walk took place at the Hillsdale County Fairgrounds, and afterwards there were resource booths available and guest speakers who talked about their battle with addiction and journey to recovery. The people involved say they're working to bring more resources to the county, and they hope this shows the community that they're taking this issue seriously. Officials at Potter Park Zoo are crossing their fingers as Dopsy, the rare black rhino, undergoes treatment after a medical emergency earlier this week. The veterinary team believes she has a gastric impaction, and they're giving her fluids through IV tubes in her ears to help. Because of her size, the zoo had around 50 people helping out with the procedure. Officials hope the treatment works and that Dopsy will soon be able to get some rest after this scary week. And the John Ball Zoo in Grand Rapids added another member to its family this week. Snow leopard Yuki welcomed her cub to the world, and it's been a cute sight to see, according to the zoo. For now, the two will stay behind the scenes so that they can bond, and the zoo expects that the public can start viewing the pair come September. Officials say this is a big win because snow leopards are a threatened species, especially considering this birth comes just months after Yuki's first cub named Mira died in March. So this success means a lot to the zoo. And there are some events happening in the Greater Lansing area tomorrow if you're looking for something to do. At the Bath Township Library, there will be inclusive art opportunities for adults. It's part of the library's series called Neurodivergent Mondays, where they offer sensory-friendly crafts to people on the spectrum. This event will run from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. tomorrow. Another opportunity for some art is happening in Okemos. The En Plein Air Mid-Michigan Art Show continues tomorrow at Framers Edge on West Grand River Avenue. It runs from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. and shows off the work of local artists. And finally, if you're into knitting, the Fiber Circle will meet at the Charlotte Community Library. The hangout starts at 5:30 p.m. where you can get creative with your stitching techniques and meet some new people.
From Storm Tracker 6, this is Weather First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Well, we've seen a lot of beautiful pictures from sunrises and sunsets, but my personal favorite are all the flower pictures as we see a sunflower with multiple bees just eating away at those pollen and even those beautiful sunflowers. We're going to continue to see beautiful weather for any of that sunflower viewing, although you're going to want to take it easy as we're going to continue to see that wildfire smoke in the forecast. If you want your pictures featured every evening at 6 p.m., send it our way at WLNS.com/share, and your picture could be chosen for the news on our 6 News at 6 p.m. Overall, we're still seeing that very hazy sky across our Skyview network. As you can see, it looks very cloudy outside, and that's because we do have some of that wildfire smoke in our forecast for today and tonight and as well as tomorrow. In fact, take a look at our air quality index. You can see a lot of these yellow and orange dots across the area. That is for those unhealthy, for sensitive groups, and very unhealthy, or that red unhealthy dots. And as zooming closer to home, we're seeing that Michigan is seeing a lot of orange and a few reds, especially down by Jackson and even Detroit. We're going to continue to see that air quality index into this level for today and even into tomorrow. And that's why we do have an air quality advisory as we head throughout the day or the rest of the day today and even into Monday. Now, this could even be extended into Tuesday as we do still have this massive area of high pressure right overhead. So again, we're not seeing a whole lot on our satellite and radar. That's because of that high pressure system. Zooming out, there it is. It is located right overhead. Now, there isn't a whole lot of stuff moving this across the area, so this is going to stay in place. Yes, it's going to move to the east slightly, allowing for our air to shift, and we're going to see some clearer air for tomorrow, but still having some of that smoke linger into the forecast. Let's track that for you right now. We're going to see mostly sunny skies in the forecast for tomorrow. Clouds do increase, but overall we're still going to stay dry and have some sunshine in the forecast for the day tomorrow as well. So we're still staying dry and mostly sunny even as we head into Tuesday. Let's take a look at our wildfire smoke. We're seeing clearer air working its way in for Monday, but again, as we head into Tuesday, that's when we do see a little bit more working back into the forecast as we have an area of high pressure still working into the forecast as well. Skyview network is showing those mostly clear skies, however, very, very hazy skies across the area. Temperatures are into the 70s, 79 degrees with a high of 80 degrees for today. Again, for down into Grand Ledge, we're seeing very hazy conditions, 81 degrees and 81 degrees right now as well. Jackson, we're still going to continue to see temperatures into the 70s. It was a little bit cooler because of that wildfire smoke, and we're going to continue to see very hazy conditions even down into Hillsdale. For tonight, we'll continue to see those temperatures into the 50s, or right around 58 degrees with mostly clear skies. However, those hazy skies are going to continue as we head into the day or for the day tomorrow. Tomorrow, we do see those temperatures back into the 80s. We do warm things up each and every day, so that is something to look forward to. Another good thing is that our humidity is really going to stay low as well, so nowhere near as hot as where we've been over the past couple of weeks. We're still going to see the temperatures and those humidity values return as we head into the end of the week as temperatures get into the 90s.
Awesome. Thank you, Kelsey.